In the glowing world of virtual warfare, three names echoed above all others: Alex, the master strategist; Maya, the ace pilot; and Leo, the unmatched sharpshooter. Together, they were an unstoppable force, a digital legend. Their teamwork was flawless, their victories absolute. In the biggest tournament of the year, they once again proved their dominance, their avatars moving with a grace and lethality that seemed almost supernatural. But this victory was different. It caught the eye of someone outside the gaming world. A stern woman with eyes that missed nothing, Commander Rostova approached each of them separately after the tournament. Her offer was simple, yet chillingly vague. Your skills are wasted on games. I can offer you a chance to make them real. The proposition was too intriguing to refuse. Alex, Maya, and Leo, driven by a mix of curiosity and a desire for something more, accepted. They were whisked away to a location that didn't appear on any map, a sleek, secret facility humming with futuristic technology. Their new reality began in simulators, but these were unlike any game they had ever played. The feedback was physical, the graphics indistinguishable from life itself. They flew next-generation jets through storm-racked canyons and fought in urban environments so detailed they could smell the rain on the concrete. The training was relentless, pushing their reflexes, their minds, and their bodies to the absolute breaking point. Days blurred into weeks. The line between the game they loved and the training they endured started to dissolve. Was this just an advanced simulation, or was something else going on? They'd feel the jolt of a near miss, the exhaustion of a 12-hour mission, the phantom ache of a simulated wound. The realism was so profound, it began to feel less like training and more like a memory of a battle they had yet to fight. One morning, Commander Rostova gathered them. "Your training is complete," she announced, her voice flat. "It's time for your final test." On the holographic briefing table, a complex mission unfolded: infiltrate a heavily fortified enemy stronghold, bypass their security, and retrieve critical intelligence. It was described as the most advanced, most challenging simulation ever designed. They were told it would be the ultimate test of everything they had learned. With a shared look of determined excitement, they geared up. This was the final level, the boss battle they had been training for. The insertion was flawless. Maya expertly piloted their stealth craft through enemy radar, landing them silently in the shadow of the stronghold. Alex guided their movements, his strategic mind calculating every patrol route, every camera blind spot. Leo was their ghost, taking out sentries with silent precision. It was just like the thousands of hours they'd spent in the game, but the air felt colder, the weight of their gear heavier. The tension was palpable. As they moved deeper into the facility, an unexpected patrol rounded a corner. A firefight erupted. Laser bolts, feeling shockingly hot, seared the air around them. During the chaos, Leo was hit. He cried out, a real cry of pain, and collapsed. Alex and Maya rushed to his side, expecting the familiar player down icon to flash, waiting for the respawn countdown. But it never came. There was only Leo bleeding on the cold floor, his breath shallow. The horrifying truth crashed down on them in an instant. This wasn't a test. This wasn't a game. The bullets were real. The danger was real. The blood was real. Panic threatened to overwhelm them, but years of virtual combat had forged instincts that were stronger than fear. They weren't gamers anymore. They were soldiers. Alex, his mind racing, instantly adapted their strategy for a 3-person team to a 2-person operation with a casualty. Maya, using her incredible reflexes, laid down suppressing fire, creating an opening. They stabilized Leo, improvising a stretcher, their movements now driven by a desperate, primal need to survive. Every instinct honed in the virtual world was now a tool for staying alive in the real one. The game had taught them to think under pressure, to adapt, to overcome impossible odds. They weren't just following a program. They were improvising with a creativity that no simulation could have predicted. They reached a data core, Maya slicing through the encryption with the same speed she'd used to hack a virtual console. With the intel secured, they fought their way to the extraction point. A brutal, desperate battle against an enemy who was very much trying to kill them. They made it, collapsing into the extraction vehicle, the mission a success, but the cost etched onto their faces. They had gone in as gamers, legends of a digital world. They came out as something new, something forged in the terrifying crucible where the virtual and the real collided. They were the first of a new breed of soldier, their victory not marked by a scoreboard, but by the scars they now carried. The game was over. The war had just begun.